Tanya here from EDU TV. I welcome you all to this esteemed gathering today. It is my great privilege to stand before you today to inaugurate this virtual counselors colloquium organized by EDU TV. And I would want to express my heartfelt appreciation to all of you for joining us on this special occasion. As we all know that education today is not just about acquiring knowledge, it's more about empowering individuals to share their destinies. In this beliefs that has fueled our dedication to creating platforms like today's Chancellor's Colloquium, where we have all come together to strengthen the bridge between schools and universities. I First of all, would want to welcome Professor Dr. M. Pant. I'm sure everybody in the education fraternity knows him, so I'm not going to take much time to introduce him. His name itself is a good introduction for him. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Right. I would also want to extend our deepest gratitude to Mrs. Alka Avasthi, the principal of the Mayur School, Noida, for her unwavering support and enthusiasm for this event, and her commitment to the education industry is an inspiration for all of us. Today, we are honored to have participation of esteemed school counselors from various institutions. You can also see a few names in my backdrop, which gives you an idea as to we have counselors from which all schools joining in. Counselors, your presence here reflects your dedication to guiding and nurturing the next generation of learners. I would also want to welcome distinguished experts who have joined us from different institutions. We have Mr. Dennis Richard from Avantika University. We have Mr. Rupesh Sinha from Rishihood University. We have Mr. Ashutosh from Vijaybhoomi University. Ms. Charushila Nerula from University Connections. Dr. Neha Vashisht from the Shobit University, and Mr. Manik Kubba from the Mentor. Sir, ma'am, your expertise and experiences enrich our discussions today. The idea of today's conference is to discuss about the various career options that are available for students these days, and what are the things that the counselors should keep in mind, because as counselors, they are the ones who talk to the students in person every day. And they have a lot of queries and things in their mind as to how should the funding be taken care of. I'm sure Ms. Charushila, Mr. Manik, and the others will be able to help us out in that. And the various things that are available for the students now, the next generation. Okay. Ashutosh, sir, over to you.
Yeah, lovely. Thank you. Thank you so much, Professor Pant, for that amazing introduction. I mean, it was an honor to hear from you and meet you. And I think I'd like to reiterate some of the things that you did say. I think you're bang on how we should think about the future. You know, I'm a musician. Actually, I'm a musician and a composer, and I went to Wharton Business School to be an investment banker, but I did a music degree. So I believe in multidisciplinary learning, and my career has been about making businesses out of music. And currently, I'm the founder of the True School of Music and the Pro Vice Chancellor at the Vijaybhoomi University. What we like to think about, and it's a real pleasure to meet all you counselors, because I think you guys are really at the forefront. You're at the forefront of meeting our students and really have the ability to influence them in a phenomenal way. The future is unknown, right? What these kids are going to graduate into, it's amazing, it's scary, but it's also very exciting to think about the what they're coming into. So what we try to do is we try to focus on is actually finding out about three things. You know, one of them is looking at the individuality of each of the students, because what they're intrinsically interested in, because that's going to be the driving force for what they do for the rest of their lives. You know, so really discovery is a big aspect of what we should be thinking about. What are the few, because everyone grows up differently, they have different influences, every child has a different way of looking at life, and every child has got multiple toys, so that they have multiple interests. So we must try and pinpoint and help them focus on what is it that they truly individually are interested in, and because that is what's going to carry them forward into the future. Apart from that, I mean, as Dr. Pant said, that we have to, adaptability is the key, right? Because now that's everyone knows this. So they have to learn, and they have to be resilient to change. I mean, that is the most important thing that we can think about for all these students, because the journey is not going to be straightforward for any of them. It's a very difficult thing. It was very easy for us in our generation actually, because it was these pathways were pretty set. But right now it's all gone. It's all gone, and everyone's got to figure out how they will navigate that. And that means pivoting, that means twists and turns, that means a resilience to change, that means actually looking forward to change, and that means looking forward to the obstacles, and the obstacles are the way. That's the kind of mindset that needs to be built into these students. And the last thing I would say, I think is very important, exactly as Professor Pant said, multidisciplinary studies is where I think the future should be about. I mean, we currently have students who are studying music and AI at the same time. They're doing design and music, business and design. And so I think it's important for us to be able to, first of all, find that spark, what they're interested in, give them the ability to keep modifying and changing that, and let them join the dots that will make their profession. Because I think the future also is going to be in the intersection of different industries, not necessarily focusing on one industry. So I'll give you an example from music and music in AI. Now these kids are now looking at our school and looking at compositional assistance tools that are going to help them actually produce and compose music. So, and also we've got companies now coming in, which is very weird. It was never happened before, that a tech company is hiring a music composer. So you never know where it's going, especially with social media. And particularly because I'm from the creative industry, I believe the creative arts, creative space is a fantastic space to grow into, because humanity's desire for entertainment isn't going to die. It's something that everyone's going to always want to look forward to. The forms of it, the distribution patterns of it will change, the concepts of it will change, but the idea that people want to consume entertainment is always going to be there. I mean, as a composer, I was very busy during the pandemic when everyone's jobs went out. All the musicians sitting at home were really busy working. So I think we must explore those spaces. So I'd like to thank you for the opportunity for being here, and I'd like to open it up to questions. And once again, thank you, Professor Pant, for your words of wisdom. And we're here to chat. I think Tanya, that's the game plan, right? So we're here to help answer any questions anyone has.
Right. Thank you so much, sir. Right. So before we conclude with the entire session, I am also excited to announce that our next Chancellor Colloquium is scheduled for the 4th of October, which will focus more on the Middle East countries. So we'll have more and more counselors joining from those countries. I would request you all to please save the date, and because we look forward to continue this discussion, this dialogue onto the international scale as well. Once again, I would want to extend my warmest thanks to all of you, especially Professor Pant and the other dignitaries here, and the school counselors for being here today. And thank you, Professor. Thank you, Mr. Ashu. Thank you, Mr. Rupesh, Mr. Tripathi, Ashish Singh from Ramesh School, Miss Babita, Miss Sirisha from Bangalore, Miss Charushila, Mr. Trakshi, Miss. Then we also have with us Miss Devishri Bose from Bangalore, Dr. Ankita, Juhi Sharma, Jyoti Dikshit, Miss Mamta, Miss Meenakshi Sarkar, Miss Navjot Chhabra, Miss Neha Sharma, Sama Adil, Miss Seema, Miss Shivani Seth, Shushti Dhyani. Thank you, Shushti ma'am. This counselors meet was initially, we were planning to do it offline at their school, at the Mayur school. But because of the International Expo, there were some restrictions in Noida. So we thought we'll do it virtually and have the counselors from other locations also join in. Thank you, Miss Tamanna. And just a very small request, you all have my numbers, my WhatsApp number. I would want a one-liner feedback from you all about this session, please, so that we can implement those inputs, those feedbacks on the next counselors colloquium we're planning to do on the 4th. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you
Tanya.
so much.
Thank you, Professor Matt.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
One thing, Tanya, you've been putting a
Thank
lot of
you,
effort
everyone.
for this event. So, so good job. It was indeed very fruitful.
Thank you, Tanya. It was quite a panel, and I really, really enjoyed chatting with them.
Thank you so much, Charu ma'am. Thank you for joining in.
Thank you, Tanya ma'am. It was very enriching and a lot of good feedback we have noted down regarding, and I'm very sure our children will be uh, getting the help, and we are looking forward for more sessions.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you so much.
Thank you, Tanya ma'am. Looking forward to more such sessions.
Thank you.
And I'll definitely give some, requirements. I mean, you are so resourceful. I'm sure you'll be able to help us with more information. And
Thanks to you for joining in.
thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much, Tanya ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, Tanya.
Thank you, Surisha.
Thank you, Tanya ma'am. It was really nice, listening everyone, and we got a lot of points, especially
Thanks.
Mr. Fun. He clarified on so many things because nowadays children are overburdened. Once they are into some courses and colleges, they have like parental pressure and the financial and all these things, and they feel very stuck in between to and fro situation, whether I should come out of or not. So, like he clarified, the children should take everything in context of the length of the span of life. I would say it's not a 4 year or 5 year thing, and we educators and counselors should always stand by them, taking them feel this is not the life. This is not the end. So I really love this point. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Seema ma'am. Thank you for joining in.